Hi there, Scorpio, and welcome to this, your November 2025 reading and forecast. Hi, I'm Nigel St. James, clairvoyant. For those of you who are stopping by for the first time, welcome. And people ask me, do I do personal readings? The answer is yes. I also do healings. The healings are for free, and there's no religion involved, and the details of both of those are in the description. Now, I have a great deck for you this month. It's called Spolia. It's an independent deck that went out of print, 6-7 years ago, something like that, I think, and I understand that the used decks are selling for something in the order of about 700 US or 500 euro, which seems to be quite exorbitant. Well, I won't be selling this anyway because I love it, and although I don't use it very often, when I do, it provides great accuracy. There's also a Scorpio card here for you in this deck. Well, let's see what the energies have to say, shall we? And show me the magic for you. The Lovers. What does that mean? 5 of Swords. Here is the 6 of Wands. Right in the center, here is the 6 of Cups. And finally, what might there be? Let's take something from here, shall we? There is the 10 of Swords. I don't like it there because it's on the way out. Now, let's see what the energies say and get straight into it, shall we? What a great month it looks like for you. These here are quarantined. That is, they have been put in a room, I think, for you to talk and think about something rather than as being something that is predictive of you. But there is something which is to do with moving on here as well, I think. You'll see what I mean, because there's such great stuff here. So this is talking. But I did mention, didn't I, that I'd show you this. In this deck, there is a card for each of these star signs. This is the back of the cards for those people who are interested in card backs, quite abstract. And here is the card for Scorpio, which again is quite abstract in many respects. There you are. Fantastic. Scorpio, of course, is a water sign, as you know, and it's a feminine sign. Now, the zodiac is divided equally into 6 masculine signs and 6 feminine signs. And you're the feminine sign. And the feminine sign is receptive, nurturing, loving, supportive, tender, just great people all around, as you are. Now, to determine the easy way to think about things is to say that the masculine signs are all the fire signs and all the air signs. Fire and air is masculine, water and earth is feminine. Now, that was given to us by the Greeks, who are the founders of Western astrology, tropical astrology as it's known. And I'll put up on the screen here something which can give you a 15-minute video I did on how Western astrology came to be the way it is, which is a big break from the Vedic system and ancient Babylonian things. And there's a reveal in it. There's a twist. So you might be interested in that. But first, let's have a look at this Lovers. It's kind of abstract itself. Looks like 2 girls, maybe. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Mercury ruling Gemini here is what I'm getting. So Mercury, a lot of thoughts, analysis. Gemini, split, polar opposites, needing to be brought together or to be resolved. So this is speaking to me, for you, of love, and of you being very, very physically attractive, well, obviously personality attractive as well, to other people, and basically very hard to resist. You'll be approaching others and you'll find a great connection with these people. And there is a union of opposites through love and becoming aware through relationship. There's also choices to be made here for you, something of being at a crossroads, falling in love, a commitment to someone, an engagement I see around here, And for someone here choosing between two lovers, I think there will also be the case for you this month that there is a need to look at all angles, all the terrain before making a decision. But when you make that decision, it's going to be for the good. I think that you may well find that you are something of a peacemaker between people, bringing them together. But here again, I do get this need to make a major life choice on the direction ahead of you. I think you might find there could be a mutual attraction and sexual connection here for someone here, but this is not a one-night stand, a major arcana, so this is going to lead to bigger and better things. Yeah, a lot of love, a lot of passion around. And what's this say? I'm getting that vibe from here for some reason. And what is the reason that I'm getting? I'm getting a lot of lust, enjoyment, pleasure in sexual relationships, a rich exchange of sexual and emotional energy, and something of an emotional renewal here. There's indulgence, excitement, family support. The pleasure here, though, is a kind of pleasure which is really balanced. I've got the sun, looking at this here, I have the sun with these other cards. The sun coming into the second decan of your sign of Scorpio. The sun in Scorpio. Perfect for you. And looking at these very lush plants that are just growing and breeding, giving seeds away here as well. I think this symbolizes the beautiful changing power of sex when it's just experienced naturally, and the emotions pour out of the blossoms here. I think that this energy here is inviting you to give yourself up to the richness and complexity of your own emotional being. You might experience this like diving into a swimming pool, as the tingling anticipation of diving deeply, of disappearing, of letting go. Rising to the surface, you are refreshed, and as a good Scorpio, you could always sort of say that this is like the process of death and rebirth, and the result of taking risks in these emotional areas. For you, it's going to work out well, and there's purification and renewal here for you. And then, as if this is shaking like an earthquake underneath it, we have this. What a beautiful picture, is it not? Well, Jupiter in the second decan of Leo. Now, as you would know, Jupiter is all about love, expansion, and ideas and learning. And this mixes really well with the creativity of Leo. So you're going to find that you will have success in reaching those things that you want. Now, Leo is also ruled by the sun. And I notice that this number 6 here, I have a mystical association with the sun in the number 6 as well. So there's balance here as well. Leo is going to give you confidence and creativity, while Jupiter is going to just bathe you with self-esteem and confidence here. There's victory, success, clear thinking. There's a breakthrough. You're going to feel inspired to continue, and I think you're going to get recognition from other people. And if I may say, I think you might quite enjoy being in the limelight. Now, there is here a victory over past troubles. And that probably is telling you what's going to happen to this thing here. You overcome it. All is well. You've worked hard to get here, and now enjoy yourself. Do what you were planning to do, because this time promises success. But do you know what you want to achieve? Say this to yourself. I'm ready to enjoy success in my life. Every event in my life brings me closer to what I want, and my victory brings benefits to all involved. Now, let's have a look at these things here. You see all the great stuff that's happening. What these are doing is to say, now think about the difference in how you think your life is or going to go compared to what is actually happening. Swords is about the mind. It's about thoughts. And it is true that your life is what you think it is. Let's have a look at this one first. It's 5 of Swords. Now, astrologically, it's Venus coming into Aquarius, which is a problem because Venus is a lover. Venus, I was trying to think. It doesn't really sit all that well with you all the time, and so sometimes you can come into the situation where you have, if I may say, and this is for you to think about, there's some defeatism sometimes that you have, or negativity. You dwell on troubles, real or imagined. You have the feeling of being defeated or not standing up for yourself. Fear can dominate everybody from time to time. But look what you're being given, and this is asking you, by way of complete contrast, to consider this. Fear can be connected with relationships, or more generally, with the beginning of something which is of great importance to you. It is the fear of losing control, of experiencing the feeling, perhaps sometimes, have you done in the past or now, that everything is slipping out of your hands. But I am aware that Venus, which is the planet of feelings really, is here. But this is saying that just look at fear. Fear ruins, messes up, deceives you, misleads you as to what the present really is, or what the unknown in the future might be. Now, sometimes we have fear from the past, fear of the result of losing control emotionally due to previous hurts from relationships. Or it can get connected with the workplace where you've had an experience that stops you from expressing yourself fully as your confidence has been shattered. Now, though these thoughts and the Suit of Swords is mental, there is Venus here. And so mental turmoil can then spill into feelings with Venus. Thoughts lead to feelings, and feelings lead to behaviours, don't they? And so you act out what you have thought about. And then on that theme, which is asking you to look at here. Now check this out. Look at that picture. Look at that picture. Now ask yourself, when you think your thoughts, what is your thought? Your thought is a picture which you have painted yourself. And you put the words around it to describe the picture. And that picture and those words get into your emotions, and then that turns out you then starting to do things which are based on it. But the thought isn't real, is it? It's a figment of your imagination, literally. And the thoughts that you create, you let them come into you now, and you give them words. The most important words that you will ever hear in your life are the words that you tell yourself. And when you have thoughts like this and put words around them, come into you, your subconscious, this is saying, listens to what you are telling it, and it goes ahead and it works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, making happen what you are telling it to happen. So never, never, ever talk yourself down. You can understand that, look, none of us can go through life only thinking happy thoughts. Only a lunatic could do that. But you don't have to accept negative thoughts into yourself. Put them in a room. Or say to the thought, what value are you bringing to my life? How are you behaving? When you put that question to it, you're poking it in the chest and forcing it to justify itself to you, and it can't. It's an empty shirt. And you say, you don't belong in my life. I know you're there, but I'm putting you in a little locked room inside of me, and you can go in there in prison. And the thoughts, you immediately counter it with, I am good enough. I am lovable. I am important. I matter. I am the most beautiful woman, or handsome man as the case may be, and I am every day building my success, all in the present tense. I am, I am, I am. You know, if you want happiness in your life, then you have to be really conscious of what you are thinking about and how you think about it. And you can spend minutes, hours, days, weeks, or even months over analysing a situation, trying to put pieces together, justifying what could have or would have happened. Or you can just leave the pieces on the floor and just move on. Let it go. This is telling you to just let things go. Letting go also means that you come to the realization that some people are part of your history, but not part of your destiny. But you have to make the decision that you're going to move on. It doesn't happen automatically. You have to rise up and say, I don't care how hard this is, I don't care how disappointed I am, I'm not going to let this get the better of me. I am moving on with my life. Letting go doesn't mean that you don't care about someone. As I say, it's just realizing that the only person that you really have control over is yourself. And forgive yourself. Cry. What the heart has not wept for, the body and the mind will weep for in ways that are completely unpredictable. And it will send you a bill each time, and it will send you broke. That's November. Well, it was a pleasure to see you, and unless I see you separately, either for a clairvoyant reading or for a healing, then I'll see you here again next month. And until then, remember one thing, and it is this, that you are a legend. And I look forward to seeing you here again next month. Until then, it's bye for now.